Yo, 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 what it do, what it do? Here we go. Boy, don't get mad at me. I'm not watching no fucking extra kids. I'm out. Fucking retarded. She gonna cut her bingo off? She gonna give up her extra time to watch a kid? I don't see you asking that question. Man, I can't get right.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against the Steelers. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we've got a...
Come on, man. Anybody got time for the bullshit? You should have done this shit before you logged in. Let's go. You ain't gonna make a goddamn difference. Why you wait to get in the goddamn game and prolong shit? Come on, man.
On tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defend him.
The first carry down. 5 yards on the play. The drive will continue.
Has a good nice run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First down carry by Bell. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste, gives him fuel for the next season, though, because, remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs, Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
And a new set of downs here, picking up the first on the ground. Now Ben going to give it to Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And here we go. We get to see the Falcons again on offense. A crew that last year scored 540 points, tied for 8th most all time. But my question is this. Such a crushing Super Bowl loss in the offseason. Does that set you back big time, or does that fuel and feed you momentum-wise going forward?
It should fuel and feed you momentum-wise going forward, partner. That's exactly how it's supposed to react. And that's what you'll see in the Falcons locker room in the entire offseason. They'll talk about finishing, unfinished business, things of that nature. But we have seen where teams have not recovered from it. Remember the Rams? They got to a Super Bowl, got beat by the Patriots, didn't get back there again. The Broncos in 2013, #1 offense, #1 scoring offense. They didn't get back in 2014, but they did in 2015. So you can recover from it.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Fucking really?
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And for Coleman, if you combine the rushing and receiving yards, close to 1,000 last year. He had 8 touchdowns as well. And was just really a great 1-2 combo with Devontae Freeman.
An outstanding one. And just think, if he's on just about any other NFL team, he's probably the lead running back. And Devontae Freeman gets the bulk of the carries. But Coleman, when he does get his hands on the football, he really produces in a big way, speaking of the numbers you just gave.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tammey.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tammey shows better athleticism than what people expect.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On the direct snap, Freeman. Coleman muscles him off. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Out of the Wildcat, this is Freeman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
This time Ryan will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And Charles, I know Ryan Shazier, who made that tackle, a youngster you like a lot.
I love him, and I liked him a bunch coming out of Ohio State because the more this game leans towards speed and less on bulk, that's where Ryan Shazier excels because of his ability to run down plays. If anything goes away from him, he'll chase it. A lot of the time, he can run with tight ends, running backs downfield and pass coverage. That only helps his outside linebackers like James Harrison and Bud Dupree get to the quarterback.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. So this is not the QB here. They're going to do a direct snap out of the Wildcat. They will run again with Coleman. And a gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front.
Did you ask her who was going to watch it? Because she baited you into it and you stupid enough to fall for it. The fuck you ain't.
For one, watch what she said. Because for two, that is nothing what the fuck she
They
said.
controlled the 5.
I bet she go get the kid. I bet.
She said she can't. Yes, she let the mother and Desiree, my other brother,
God damn it.
sister,
I'm listening.
both said that mom would be the best. Mom said she might think about it, but she said she is not financially stable to take care of other kids. She said she's going to pull Lena
until you catch it.
Financially stable? How they not?
Because after they pay all the bills, they have $700 money.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly
Okay, hold on, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something.
and some changes here.
Don't Sean and Caitlin get them money? I'm just asking. That's what I'm saying. Look at this shit!
Picked off William Gay, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Yeah, but here's what y'all don't know.
And the touchdown looked pretty good.
You or your mama know.
Once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with
She would
the
adopt him, right?
the head coach. They felt
Okay,
pretty good
she
about
would get a
their
check
game
for
plan
that.
and
Why won't she?
some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out.
Well, that's the same thing, ain't it?
Together a similar
You
job.
Okay.
And we'll see
it's
if
like,
they can
same
do
like you
just
said,
that.
you watch
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
But some of them end up being a permanent home for them.
Yeah, but then
I know.
the check she already escalated.
They come up in an offset eye.
She said
On
if you
second
just
down,
straight
it's
up the
Bell.
dog,
And
they
he's
pretty
back to
much
the
didn't give
43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and Reeves doing a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple.
Well, so she could just permanently falter them.
That's a good play by the guys.
And still get the checks. That's what a lot of people do.
Gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now.
How come it don't?
Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit the 2-minute warning.
I just asked. I wasn't being a dickhead. I asked. No, I'm talking about earlier. I was asking because you got to think about it. Okay.
Trust me, I mean,
2 to the right.
like, I'm sorry.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger.
And that's what I said, you know, even
Fuck.
Hill here to Brown. And he's brought down. Brown finished in 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers, Charles. What did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed a tight end.
She always use her age for credit. She too old to do this. She.
And ate up a few numbers as well. So
Okay, what does her age got to do with
more
it?
targets to throw it to? That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2006. Primary guy. But when you get help, well, you can make bigger plays downfield.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they do.
Told you.
Inside the 5, all the way to the 3.
That's her main concern. She ain't gonna tell the truth about it. She would have to give up her fucking. That financial shit would not even fucking matter. And I'm telling you what I know. The whole.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the D-line pinching together must be expected.
Of course he gonna say it because he don't want to deal with it. I'm gonna call it like it is. Nobody wants to deal with nobody else's kids if they ain't got to.
Give him 3 on the game there. Second and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Offense looks to punch it in here from. And he's in. Touchdown.
They ain't worried about that. It's the whole thing. They don't want to deal with the kids.
Taking it in. And the Steelers are going to run onto the lead.
They manage to go on cruises, don't they? They manage to do every damn thing else they do, don't they? Look at it for what it's worth and quit making excuses. They still got to pay him.
Because if they don't, it almost has the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Okay, that too. They would have to stop all that. Bottom line, they don't want to give up their free time, and I can't say I fault them.
Yeah, I mean, they're grandparents. You know,
It's a short kick, taken right around the 19.
Shit.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down and 4. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Ask the lady about the Garvin. Like,
On second down, here's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they hit Jarrett loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop can really hurt their momentum.
But it's not her responsibility to do that.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout
For what?
by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
What did she get arrested for? For what though? What was the charge?
Throwing now, Ryan on first.
You don't get arrested for being on drugs.
He's going to walk down deep left side here. And that'll be
Okay. What for what? A PO?
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver.
All I know
Second down.
is that
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
she got pulled.
Ryan.
And then
They'll
I
roll
know
him
they
out
told
right.
her
Now on the
and
run. He'll throw
all
it
they
back
had to
deep.
do,
The
they
ball
don't
popped
have
in the air
to
and
get it
intercepted.
and get a place to go and put it down for a year. They
These
can have
guys
the
have got it back at the closing stages of the
She already
first
got her
down. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this
Now
spot
she
in the
lost her
field with the
voice.
clock where
But
it's at, you
there's
think
the
it's
part
just a
missing.
knee and that's it.
How are they getting drug tested? Why are they getting drug
No,
tested?
like I said, I don't know.
There's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more
All
shot
I know
before
is
the
that she
clock
got
runs
caught
out.
with drugs.
They'll start the drive with a
She
carry
got
by
drug
Bell.
tested.
And he'll be taken down.
I
But
think
not
she
before
let
he
her
gets
kid
into enemy territory.
Was she driving out in public and the police pulled her over?
This is the NFL,
Mom knows
and it's a presentation
I don't.
of EA Sports.
All I know is that she got caught with drugs quite a few times.
So both teams have their
If I'm
marching
not
orders,
mistaken,
and
I
we're
think she
going
got caught
again
drinking
here
and
in
driving.
corner
If I'm
number
not
3.
mistaken, I could be wrong.
That could be.
This is field
That's a
at the
whole
goal
different
line.
playing field. Though.
Exactly my point. And she
He will
ended
take
up
it back only to about the
with her kids over
13-yard line here.
She kept
So
going
out
through all
come
this
the
shit. They told
Falcons
her,
now.
all
They
you
come
gotta
out
do-
here
you
with
gotta
a
stay
0
clean.
on the scoreboard.
Go
What
get a
was
job.
said in
Go
that
get
locker
a
room? That's
job
what I
and
want
get
to
a
know.
place you
I
own.
would love to
Go
have been
board
in
down
there
for a year
because
and you have your kids
we
back.
often have the feeling
not- I
that
think
there's a
like
lot of
2 months
shouting,
ago.
screaming, people
think she was-
upset. But typically,
I don't know if she
halftime
was- I
locker
think
rooms are a
she
lot
was
more
drinking
clinical
and
than
doing
that.
drugs, and
And in
they
this
caught her
case,
'cause
are
she
they
was
upset that the
smoking.
plays weren't working because
don't
of
drive.
execution? Or
That
did they
makes it even
think
fucking
there was
worse.
plays to call?
How are you walking and get caught?
If they felt they had something going,
What
they
is
just
it?
need to do it a little bit better or not.
So
We'll find out.
then that was the last straw. She got arrested for it.
Here's Coleman.
And they said she
Come on.
she didn't get her kids back.
He lost 2 there. And
Just
it's
like
3rd
most
down.
parents. They
And that's
don't
another
give
stop
shit.
for the
You know,
defense. Something
she
we've
drugs
seen
and they
all
don't
game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had
Dude,
an
quit
answer.
begging.
Let's see what the defense
Go!
does up here, 3rd and 4.
What? I'm just trying to ask and get the whole details. Man, are you fucking serious?
And brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards.
What are you about to
instead of
eat?
making the catch first and then taking off.
Why don't you eat the rest of your steak?
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. The play clock's running down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And it is
Man, come the fuck on.
certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score it.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike. And that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, As a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. And he will be brought down
What?
here at about the
Then she also said,
now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make it happen.
Retarded, I'm waiting.
Times have we sat in meetings with coaches, and they use
I'm waiting to let that bitch watch a fucking dog.
take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up.
This fucking game's a goddamn joke.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, Ryan finding time.
Look at that shit. Man, fuck you, you cheating ass faggot, and I'm broadcasting to show it. That shit lagged the whole fucking goddamn way.
5-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Ryan's Falcons. With that, let's send you to Atlanta now, where Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis are on the call.
What up, Raider Nation? I'm a fellow Raider fan too, my man.
At the home of the Falcons since 1992. It's the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. We've got a matchup between
Virginia.
and the Atlanta Falcons.
Yo, what up, man? Jersey represent, man. I got family in Jersey. What's good? What part you from? All right, my family is from Bordentown.
Foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started.
Right on.
We are underway from Atlanta. That's fielded.
Yo, hey, you can talk to me, man. Friendly game.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
All right, let's get it. Let's see what we coming out here with. Let's see what his D like. This my squad odds, so I already know how they is. We ain't got no secondary.
They begin the drive with Coleman.
Oh, we coming out like this? I hate to do my team like that, but they got to get the business today.
And gain a nice chunk of yardage. That means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. Let's give them a little more credit for that. Because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical.
What's your challenge?
As a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all
you throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Here's Coleman on the toss. Give him 4 on the ground.
Come on, baby, that was touchdown.
Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Sean Smith is absolutely the prototype of what they call the long corner. Tall, plenty of length in his arms, and the ability to bat away passes.
Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Come on, Julio. What you doing?
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes.
They just said the same thing on my TV.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Man, come on, hold on to the fucking ball.
Surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing on first down is Carr. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Shift together here from the D-line. Carr now on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Far to throw on 2nd down, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Clive Walford from a yard out, and the Raiders have taken the early lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. This is Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. You're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get hyped, goddammit.
Produces a new set of downs.
Probably why I'm goddamn playing like bullshit. I ain't talking no shit. Let's go.
The offense lining up 1st and 10.
He do read defenses quite well.
Coleman now looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And he'll be taken.
Let's go, baby. Let's get high, goddammit.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Let's get it.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Ryan, he's going to wind up. get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And hauled in here by Rivera. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Murray had the 1,000-yard season in 2015, followed that up with 788 last year. Now, also in the mix in Oakland, you had Washington, you had Richard. How do you see this backfield playing out going forward?
I think you'll see a similar combination going forward. I think that's one of the reasons that he dropped from a 1,000-yard runner to 788, because they had other options. They're able to bring in Washington, Richard. They can use different plays for those guys, a lot of versatility, and really upgrade their offense with an infusion of speed. But Latavius Murray, I think he'll still continue to be the lead guy out of that trio.
First down, Carr. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Stop.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Murray, the lone setback. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll give it to him here. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. 1 receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down. 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
All right, here we go. Red, empty. We're ready. Red, 18. Red, empty.
Carl try it again on second down. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Red, 18.
On 1st 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And this is Clark. It's Cooper. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater's. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Michael Rivera from 3 yards out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go back to the air here after the INT. Rolling to his right. And this will be caught.
Look at this dick weasel dive!
Play there for Atlanta. And even 60 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. It's Coleman here.
Let's go! We down 1. Let's get back in this thing. Damn!
3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
Yeah, you heard it, right? You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing and maybe explode at the right time.
Man, come on!
Complete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
We ready? Red 18! Red 18!
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And for that man, Crabtree just finished his 8th NFL season. Of course, the first 6 in San Fran, last 2 with the Raiders. Barely topped the 1,000-yard mark, but he did 1,003 this season.
It's been interesting to watch the career arc of Michael Crabtree, because you remember when he came out of college, came out of Texas Tech, he was seen as a pure #1 receiver. Many thought he was going to be a future All-Pro. But he settled in as the #2 guy in Oakland, and I think that's been great for him. Taking the pressure off of Amari Cooper and making plays himself.
Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go. To throw his Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Murray, the lone set man. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now
Really?
he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance.
Back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it, and we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And not too much.
Dude, my dude hesitating by himself. Come on. Hell no.
First down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Backing up. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Come on. Fuck no.
But he will be ruled
Fuck no. I caught that.
as incomplete.
One thing I know from experience,
Man, I'm not playing this glitchy ass shit.
You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50
You were
jump ball
beat.
play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.